Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going there. Disney is now charging you to shop.
Well, they did this once before, but yes. Yes, in a roundabout way, that is exactly what's going on.
So we're going to talk about this because we joked before if Disney had it their way, they wouldn't have any rides or anything. You just basically pay to get into the park or get into the store, whatever, and just go shopping and then go home. And then they would just cut out the middleman, just get a vacuum cleaner, and just suck the money right out of your
wallet. That's what the vacuum cleaner's going, is on the wallet.
Yeah. So let's talk about this. They have done this on occasion, but it's like it's crazy to charge someone for the privilege of getting to shop.
But they are.
But they are. So before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. Guys, you'll get a woohoo if you do.
Woohoo.
Go out to clownfishtv.substack.com, sign up for notifications. When we post new videos, you will get an email notification so you can go watch those videos. And
yes.
We know YouTube's not doing a real good job. We don't charge you for that either.
Or just go to our channel 2 or 3 times a day and you'll be able to catch up on videos. I mean,
there's that too, but that's kind of
like
annoying.
In the morning or the evening, and you'll be able to find them. So yeah, what's going on is D23. Now D23 is like the club that you can join for Disney. It used to be like one flat rate. It was like $70, and you were like a gold member. Well, now there's 3 levels of gold membership. A $49 one was $50, basically $100, and then $250. And when you pay the higher rates, you get access to events. Well, this is their new event. They're going to bring a pop-up shop, Mickey's at Glendale, to Coronado Springs on April 12th. And if you are a D23 member at the higher tiers, you can pay $15 plus a $3 processing fee to be able to shop for literally half an hour. But it's exclusive and special merchandise, guys. But you can pay the $18 with the fee, and then you pay that, you get a half an hour to go in, and you could look at their special merchandise, and then you could spend money. They don't even giving it for free to the $250 tier. You have to pay for the experience.
This is insane. But look, they kind of did this during the pandemic. Didn't they at Disneyland?
I think they did it. Yeah, Disney California Adventure or something. Yeah.
Yeah, California Adventure. They basically charged because they had to do something, right? So they charged people to go shopping because they couldn't actually open the parks. And this is kind of where we're at, guys. What they're doing, and we've talked about this in multiple videos, is the audience is shrinking, and they're just charging their super fans more money.
Yeah, and this is a picture they posted. I'm assuming the clothes are what you're buying. It just looks really dumb. Like, I don't even know what this is supposed to be. Like, I see this, like, what is it supposed to be? I don't know. Anyway, so they're going to offer this on April 12th. It's going to run from, I want to say, 9 in the morning to 5 in the evening. You're going to have half an hour slots. You are not allowed to take photos. There are no photos permitted at this event. Right there, it's underlined. Go up a little bit. You'll see it. They make a no photos permitted on the premises.
Show ready. You can't even look at the merchandise to decide if you want to pay the money to get in.
You can't even, yeah. And you can't even take a picture and send it to a relative or something because it's something you want. No photographs. You cannot photograph any of it. If you miss your time slot, there's no refunds. There's no refunds for any reason, including illness or death or anything like that. No refunds.
I can't come because I died. Can I get a refund? Can I come back another day?
If you scroll down, like there's like a list of the fine print.
Right.
Yeah, here notes. Each attendee must have a ticket in their possession, or you can't get in, which, that makes sense. There are a limited number of tickets available. Hurry. D23 members must log into their D23 member account to get tickets. All guests under the age of 18 have to be accompanied by a parent or legal guardian, and you have to have a ticket. D23 members who do not bring their membership card and tickets may not be admitted to the event. Membership card and physical card can be found on the app. Any ticketed members or guests who do not personally attend the event forfeit their place, as well as all experiences, benefits, and gifts associated with the event, because they're going to give you a random pin from their vault. D23 members must be present. Here, all D23 events are subject to change without notice. All ticket sales are final. There are strictly no cancellations or refunds, regardless of reason, including without limitation to illness, change in plans, etc. Non-transferable and no photographing.
These tickets are non-transferable. I'm thinking Polar Express.
Uh-huh.
So they're also like, oh yeah, we can film you too in there.
But you can't film them, but they can film you.
Yeah, this is another indication that things are not going well. I don't think with the parks, because when they start adding these ridiculous upcharges for things, and they start gouging their wealthiest attendees, which would be the D23 or the super fans, but these people are going to pay it. I mean, you honestly could say, hey, $1,000 and you can come in and
sniff my fart,
sniff my Mickey farts. Yeah,
but if you're Bob Iger, they'll pay it. If you're
absolutely
Josh tomorrow, they'll pay it.
They will. Joe Rohde, they used to drag him out all the time.
They pay for Joe Rohde.
Yeah, and that's what it is. So what they're doing is they're like, okay, well, the normies aren't going to pay to even come here. And if they do, they're going to cheap out. So we're gonna juice our super fans, and that's what they've been doing.
But you have to have a D23 Gold membership to even get the opportunity, and I think it has to be the 100 or 250. I'm not sure about that one though.
I mean, talking about.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say talking about double dipping. So not only honestly, it should be covered if you're paying that much for D23. And I'm gonna be honest, D23. They don't really give you much, right?
No,
we were D23 members for years.
But they're gone like that. You can't even get into any of them.
I think we joined D23 because I wanted to go on Ellen's energy adventure one more time. I know, stop laughing, but I wanted to go see it one more time. And that was sold out boom, almost.
Yeah, you tried to get on the one for the, I think Great Movie Ride too, didn't you?
Great Movie Ride. Yeah, we knew Great Movie Ride was coming. We actually had some cast members tell us that and we could tell because they weren't maintaining it. But it was quick. I mean, at least now they're giving people time to say goodbye. But before they were like, oh yeah, we're gonna shut it down in 2 weeks. Yeah. But D23 members, you can come. You can get your ticket now to come down.
But good luck getting one. And then
good luck.
With Ellen's Energy Venture, I don't think people care too much, but with the Great Movie Ride, people did care. But yeah, so this is what they're doing now. It's just you get to pay. You have to have first of all, you have to have the D23 membership at $100 to $250. Then if you get a ticket, you have to pay 18 with processing fee, and they probably have tax and stuff. To the honor of to go in and spend money. Now they do this at other events too, where the Run Disney events, they have special merchandise that you have to be a ticket holder to get in. The thing is, in those cases, you're already paying for the event. You're part of the event. You're going to have a big event that you're going to be doing. So it makes, it should be included because that's a whole package type situation. But now they're just selling $15, $18 chances to go in and shop for 30 minutes.
That makes no damn sense. The only thing I can think, because I'm thinking where's that money going? I'm like, oh, it's probably to pay the cast members to run the pop-up shop.
I don't know. It's limited tickets. They're going to cram a bunch of people in there, each half-hour segment, so you can't even get into stuff anyway. And then you're going to be like, okay, now everybody has to leave so we can get the next group in.
Well, yeah, and what they're going to do too is people are going to go because they're going to buy a bunch of stuff and they're going to throw it on eBay.
Yeah, that's exactly
what they always do. They throw it on eBay.
Special. So it's really dumb, but we joke that this is what they do, and they literally are doing it. If they could literally get you to pay out admission to just go on Main Street USA and shop and spend money and buy food and not do anything else, they would do it. And they're actually literally doing it.
It's like going to the mall and having to pay a cover charge to go to the mall, right?
Yeah, it's a cover charge to go in and spend more money. And it's not even something that's special. I mean, they're a special merchandise, but it's not like it's attached to an event like Run Disney or, hey, behind the scenes Haunted Mansion or one of the big events that D23 does. It's just like a little pop-up shop we're going to put at Coronado Springs on this date that you can pay. And they're probably counting, like you said, people in the area that are locals going in and paying for it so they can get the merchandise and put it on eBay.
Yeah. Yeah. And they're going to do it too. They'll line up for this crap. It's just amazing that this is where things are at. And again, they're going to keep going back to their wealthiest patrons or their, most dedicated. And if you're paying for D23, you're clearly in the Mickey Mouse Club.
Well, you think of the D23 events, at least there's panels and stuff. There's merchandise you can buy and you have to have a ticket to get in, but you get to go to all the panels and workshops and all the other stuff they have. So it's like a convention. So in that case, it makes sense to pay, it's a lot more than $15, but to pay a fee to get in because you get access to shopping as well as a bunch of other things. This is literally just access to shopping.
This sounds crazy, but I kind of called this too. This sounds crazy. How long until they let you tip cast members at retail stores?
Why do you say that?
Because they're starting to do that all over the place. Tipping culture.
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
To offset what they have to pay their people, and they just gave people raises because of the unions. How long until they're like, oh hey, you just bought a t-shirt for $45. Would you like to give this cast member another $10?
I don't know if they go there. But
they're going there.
They automatically put tip money on big groups for restaurants.
Yes, that's for restaurants. The tipping culture thing is like, it's out of control. I said before, the one movie theater that we go to, they have an option. Do you want to tip the person who got you popcorn? I mean, what the hell is up with that? There's another couple, some of the local shops, smaller shops we've gone to, some of the bakeries and stuff like that. They charge tip. And then it's like, you look like an ass. You look like an ass if you don't do it, because they're standing right there. Like, literally all you did was get the cupcake out of the display, and I'm supposed to give you another like $5 or $8 for that.
Yeah, well, a percentage, but yeah.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like, if you buy like half dozen, but it's like, and I'm not trying to be a dick. I understand people got to eat, but I'm like, in this economy, you're already charging plenty for, especially Disney.
Oh yeah, they're charging like $8 for a cupcake,
Right. And I could totally see that. I could totally see them adopting that and just being like, oh yeah, okay, cool. Here's a either mandatory gratuity, or we're gonna guilt you. Like,
I don't know if they would go that far. I really don't. I think that might push it too much. But stranger things have happened, so we're gonna take opposite sides on that one. But
okay, so here's what they can do. Here's what they can do. You can use your My Disney Experience app, and you can buy some Mickey bits, and it can be like Twitch.
Mickey bits.
So when there's a cast member that does a good job, you can throw Mickey bits at the cast member and be like, oh, good, here, have some Mickey bits.
Wait, on your app, you can throw Mickey bits and watch the animated cast member pick up the bits off the ground. Oh, that'd be amazing.
Around. Like, if you had, like, it'd be like Pokemon Go, and you could like, oh, look, Mike did a good job today. I'm going to throw some Mickey bits at Mike. And then you just see it's
like little money coins, like ding, 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 ding.
Oh, Mike got $2 extra. Yay. And now you can go buy.
I'm sure the cast members would like to buy extra money, but
you can go buy an egg. No, but I could totally see them. I mean, it sounds ridiculous, but I'm seeing them do it all over the place. I'm like, if they are literally charging you to go into a store for half an hour, how long until they start being like, yeah, you can hey, you dedicated customer, aka Mark, why don't you pay our employees' salaries for us?
Yeah. I just think it was funny that, they do like the different things at Epcot too, like the scavenger hunts and stuff. Now, I'm pretty sure some of them I think are free, but a lot of them you have to pay for your whatever. And then because you get a thing at the end when you find it. But the ones they do for some of these events are like the cookie strolls and things like that.
Yeah.
I know they do for Christmas, and they do like different food ones. And you get a special prize if you buy like a whole bunch. Like you have to buy like 5 or 6 of these. And then you get rewarded with something free that's cheap, Yeah. And it's the same kind of mentality because you paid how much for your ticket. But in a way, this is more egregious because it's basically, at least then you get to do other things. And it's up to you if you want to buy those or not. But here, if you want the opportunity to go shopping at this pop-up event, it's not like we're giving free tickets away and you can come and spend. No, you have to pay to come in because they know you're going to be guaranteed to show up and spend money because you paid for it.
Yeah. And people are going to do it because they're going to be like, oh boy, we get a special pin. And it's like, you said it was from the vault, which means whatever they had lying around.
Vault, yeah.
Yeah. So whatever they had lying around, they had extras of, and they make so many of them. It's like probably a quarter a piece, 50 cents a piece.
Yeah, they're probably the ones like when you join the club, they gave you pins, and it's probably past year's pins. Yeah. It's not a big deal. You probably can get them on eBay cheaper. I just thought it was funny.
Mickey's of Glendale. God. Okay. All right. We're gonna wrap this up.
Yep. Told you they're gonna do this. But anyway, here we are.
Here we are again, guys. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We'll talk later.
Bye.